Hello everybody, welcome back. SK Modified Open Series time, back at New Smyrna Speedway. First race of this season for the car, and unfortunately missed out on the top split by a little bit, or I'm assuming I did. Field's not quite as strong as I expected it to be if I was top split, so I think the top split was actually pretty strong. So going off car number 3, gonna try to do what we can in qualifying, get a little bit of a run the line. Usually my second lap is faster than my first. Thinking with this being a second split, might actually have a shot at being somewhat quick. Try to not overdrive turn 4. 565 should put us on the pole.
The lap time was at 17.57.
Well, we'll see if we can go any faster this lap. I'm guessing I'm still probably a couple tenths off of what the top guys are running if there is a top split ahead of me. Overdrove turn 4, so good thing we made it on the first lap.
Pole position. Well done, mate.
Car number 3, so like I said, qualified up there. Had about half tenth, so we'll take that. Gonna go to the race setup. Grab that. Yeah, it looks pretty good overall. Had an extra gallon of fuel. Probably could have got away with 1 gallon less, but we'll take it. And we're going to double check to make sure. Looks like paint schemes are loading for the most part. Thanks, I appreciate it. Alright, so we'll pull up session best lap. Should be a hopefully somewhat clean race if we can not make stupid moves in the first half of it. Try to pull away.
Track temp is 85. The air temp is 83.
If I'm not that much quicker, I expect to get the bumper put towards me, and that could end the race. Yeah, it could be the standard SK mod. Just do what we can.
To follow the pace car.
Just try to keep it as clean as we can. Keep it off of everybody. Hopefully try to... I'd love to come away with the top 3, obviously, match car number, but I'd love to get a win, start the season. Like I said, not a crazy strong field, so win's not going to be worth as much as, top half finish and top split if it's, what I expect it to be. I expect top split to be probably similar to what the late model Open Series strength field was, maybe even a little bit stronger, so wasn't fully convinced I was going to make this one. Usually you need to be somewhere around 3,800 to 4,000 for the SK Open Series top split, unless somehow this is just not the time that everybody wants to make the SOF race. So try to do what we can, just make the most of it, have some fun, try to get away, see if we can just get away cleanly, check out from the field, make it a boring race from that side, but save my heart rate some. Get ready to go here. Pace car's gonna be pulling off.
Go, go, go.
Green flag out really early. I did not expect that, so that gives the 10 the advantage on the outside. Yeah, that was a really early green flag. We're gonna be battling him. He's gonna have the momentum on the outside.
Still there.
He's gonna have to hold here to the inside. Hopefully he pushes up. We can clear him.
Still there.
Not quite clear yet, but
Still there.
if he makes another mistake like that, we should be able to get away from him.
Clear line.
Alright, just barely cleared him. He's going to look to cut down on the 1. See what the 1 can do. Oh, drove center of the corner there. Gotta watch that going forward.
That was at 17.75.
Now time to hopefully start checking out. Let those 2 battle side by side and try to take advantage of it. Gotta roll the center of 3 and 4. That was a lot better than the lap before. Slower traffic up ahead.
Really, dude?
Getting away cleanly in these races are really important. It's even more critical than the fixed series, or less critical because the fixed series is so tight, but getting away so that you can buy yourself some time, not contact, is a big deal. Looks like Big Rock took out a bunch of the field. So, slightly less competitive because we've got second and a half back to the 8 and 4th. It's like overdrive turn 3 there. Watch lap times with the 1. See what he's going to be able to do. Try to catch us. Hoping that the car doesn't get too tight on the back half of the run. See the big difference when I don't overdrive corners.
Okay, Jake, we're matching race pace. That lap's
much faster.
70.60.
Get to rotate in the center. One is ever so slightly faster than us. So we could have a good race on our hands. Time for me to get some mental nerve practice. Trying to focus on just my lines. Trying to keep the momentum up as much as possible, not slide the car, not overdrive it either. Trying to use the throttle as much as I can, or as much as you possibly can in these cars to help it rotate off the right rear center. I'm going to save that right front, although really overdrove 3 and 4 there, allowed the one to close up quite a bit. So not mistakes I can afford to make. Only going to be a quarter of the way done this time, but I still have 30 to go. One's doing a lot better job through 3 and 4 than I am. I think I'm just, honestly, a combination of overdriving entry as well as getting on the throttle a bit too early. Hopefully the 13 doesn't play too much of a factor here. One trying to dive to the inside, he's working to our inside.
They're on the inside.
Not quite able to get the run off, gives us a little bit of breathing room.
That lap time was 17.70.
Try to run him as respectfully as I can so that way he doesn't just look to put the bumper to us and knock us out of the way. 13 spins right in front of us. Lucky to avoid that. Allowed P1 to close back up.
17.80.
But could not afford running into the 13 and take myself out of the race. Have to start protecting the bottom a little bit. 13 still sitting on the inside. Front stretch. Broken away from the 10, so if the 1 does get by us, it's not like I'm going to get freight trained and lose multiple spots.
Keep it steady, still there. They're inside. Coming up on the inside.
Got to stay high since the 1's still there. There's the turn.
Car inside. Inside's clear.
Contact. Here comes the 10. I don't know, I probably cut down, but whatever, we'll just
They're low.
reset. Try to go back out to the 10, get by him, see if we can grab a second. It's so hard to run in these races without contact, unfortunately. Like I said, I probably pinched him. Probably wasn't happy with that. So, this is a little bit of safety rating, but hey, deal with it. It's kind of the nature of SK mods. Let's follow behind the 10 for now. Gotta not overdrive corner entries. That won't be good for the right side tires. But plenty of people having issues in this race, so get a chance for us to gain iRacing. You can see there's only 4 cars on the lead lap, because that was Fit that we just passed by coming out of pit road. Looks like the one might have barely tagged the wall out of turn 2. Could have been light shadows. And actually is running a little bit quicker than us, so just keep an eye on that as the run goes. Still not to halfway yet. Maybe this time by 10 grabs the wall. Had to watch out for that.
P3.
Definitely having some issues,
Okay,
so
Jake, you're halfway
continue to
home.
have
Feel
issues.
fine.
Can try to find a way around the mistake. He's getting loose in front of us, lifted, stay off of him. Didn't really have anywhere to go. We'll get around him, so he's making mistakes, having some trouble with the car. Hopefully try to take advantage of that, grab a second away before the end of the race. One's long gone. So for once, I was much faster in qualifying than I was in race pace, which is not usually that common for me. Trying to get to the inside of the 10 here in the next corner or two. He's really fighting the car
Yeah, on right
off
side.
the corner.
Clear outside, right side.
Inside, see if we can get him to wash up.
He's still there.
It's going to have all the momentum on the outside.
Still there.
13's
Outside line's clear.
not happy with somebody, sorry about the language.
18.00.
Had to back off to let the 10 in. Car down, that was the 13. Rolling car mines everywhere. Bit of contact with the 10, did not mean to send him up like that. Just trying to stay as close as I can. Set up a pass, 15 to go this time by. Like I said, I really do feel like we're faster than the 10. We got no pressure behind from the 8. Just gonna try to find where the 10's gonna make the mistake, how we can take advantage of it. Got 3 seconds back to the 8, so plenty of time to try to
Got one. Inside clear. On
some
your right.
different moves.
Keep it together. Hold your line.
Don't know if I'm going to be able to get enough of a run to try to use the lap car as a pick, although we've got
Clear up high.
a lap car there that I had to watch out for, so that allowed the 10 back by.
Somebody missed the lady person revenge.
Ugh. Tried to use lap traffic and then I actually hurt myself with it.
119.
I would think twice.
Sorry about the language. 6 goes around in front of us. Another one around there parked.
Not worth getting a ban over.
Cars wrecked everywhere.
Your lap time was 17.90.
Really do think we're quicker than the 10. It's just trying to figure out, even in the open setups, it's so tough to pass in these cars. Track position is so key. Not making a mistake. So that last time, basically identical lap times.
Catalano, 17.49.
Let's have a little bit quicker than the 10. Making an exciting race at least. 10's loose off of 2. He's going to try to block the bottom. Hopefully that causes him to wash up.
In the pits, heads up.
Not quite there to be able to take advantage of it though. Under 10 to go.
You've just done a 17.91.
Try to figure a way around them.
You passed this
Lap traffic coming up, that's going to be tough.
7.48.
Somebody's on a fast repair, fresh tires.
17.90.
Lay down quick laps.
Consistency, keep it up.
4 right up ahead. 10's going to go
Right side.
inside. I had nowhere to go.
Clear high.
Just hitting this lap traffic at the worst time possible. Got close to the 10, but had to bail getting around the 4, so trying to regroup. Lap 35. I had to go next time by. Overdrove trying to free a little bit there. 10 gets really loose off of 4. Allows us to close up quite a bit.
Your lap time was 17.
Gets loose there in the center of the corner. Close back up. Not quite close enough to be able to get 2s inside. Got the lap traffic, so that's going to hurt.
You got one right
Run
side.
this way.
Clear.
Lucky enough to clear them. 4 to go. Just really trying to see if I get a later apex. No more momentum, get to the inside. It's just fast enough that he can withstand those mistakes and stay ahead of me. I feel like I'm overdriving the
Coming up
entry
right
there.
side. Clear low.
Here we go.
2 to go. Keep it together. We'll be on the podium.
The contact again, no harm, no foul. I'm basically square in the back bumper bar. White flag. I think it's gonna be a 3rd place finish.
All right, Jake. One more to go. Keep it together. We'll be on the podium. That lap was at 80.06.
Right side. Clear.
Alright. Guess should take a third place. That's where I'm supposed to finish.
Well done. Decent drive.
You know, I don't know. We'll take a look at the contact between the 1 and I, if I cut down on him, or if he just kind of pushed up his tire to trying to get by me. Knowing my, I mean, probably cut down on him, but we're quite a bit back. 3.7, so a little bit under a 10th lap, average lap-wise. Tires 90-91, and just slightly hotter on the right front and the center temps compared to the right rear. Pressures are almost the same, so pretty balanced setup, really. Pretty happy with it. Obviously, need to get some overall freeness in the car, a little more efficiency through the corners. I think is probably the biggest area that I'll be able to find in speed. That could also come from driving as well. Maybe, you know, just changing up the entries, lift points, whatnot. So it's been a while also since I've ran these on the open side, so you know, a little bit of work to do there. Let's take a look at all the incidents. Back this up. This green flag was, I mean, I know I was laying back a little bit, but like this green flag was so much faster than what I expected. I expected it to be like this area, not on the middle of turn 4. So this is the 9. Ooh, okay, so contact up ahead between the 13 and the 11. Let's take a look at that. So the 13's running the second line. Oh, he just gets loose in front of the 11. 11 checks up. It might not even have been contact. It might have just been that code. And 9 might have gotten into the 11. So this was the 2. This is what was the big wreck. So let's take a look at this again, and we're going to look at it from the 5's perspective. So he's going in, gets on the throttle, car just goes around. He's going to the bottom. The 2, not quite expecting that, on the throttle, doesn't really have a ton of places to go. Just drives right into the back of the 5, which sends the 5 around. So he's going to go to the inside wall. 7's going to come in, drill the 2s. All's going to have the 4 and the 6. And anybody else get into it? Let's see. So this was behind the wreck. Let's watch from the 6 perspective. He's going to see this coming up. Sorry, this is 1 lap ahead. There we go. Actually, I think the better perspective is going to be from the 8 perspective. There's the 00 on his car. For the most part, looks like it was contained to what we saw there. So that was the big wreck that took out like a quarter of the field, or half the field right there. A lot of people involved in that one. Couple going upside down, some more contact, sent cars everywhere. Sitting there, 13 just clips the apron, gets loose on his own, goes to the inside. That was right by us. There's the 11. Gets tagged by the 5. Let's rewind this, take a look. I think the 5 expected the 11 a little bit quicker and just kind of drove in the back from sent him around. Got on the throttle 11. Up in the air, upside down, back down to the bottom of the track. This is going to be the 10. This is where he got contact with the wall. So that's weird that it's not going to show us the deal. 4 just sends the 13 into the wall. He sits there. 4 does it again. 13 checks up for him. Not happy. There was clearly some issues that way. There's the 6, gonna get the wall off of 2. Yep, climbs it. 13 gets on the apron, gets loose. Gonna go around up top. It's the outside wall. Doesn't quite hit the wall, but all right. So I want to see what happened to our deal because I don't know why it didn't show us that. 1 had 12 incidents, so it's pretty great. 8 was the only one to get away without anything. Let's take a look right here. Alright, so we're gonna watch lap 4 just to see. That first seam's kind of the way to go. Like, I know the one was working on the bottom better, but for me, that first seam was where my car was the best. If I got to the bottom, I just lost a little momentum. So, one good start inside here. Quite there. Yeah, he got loose. Okay, so I'm not gonna, like, it got a 4x from me, but I'm not really gonna take ownership of that one too much. You see the one working to the inside. I think he's just going to kind of overdrive the entry, trying to get to my inside. Just gets a little loose there. Taps the left rear wheel and the left rear bumper. That's what sent us around. Then go around, just sent us up the track. Luckily enough to save it. So, yeah, I thought I kind of pinched the one down, but I think he just got a little loose, washed up the track, trying to catch it. So, close racing. It's just tough end on my side. Tough break, but hey, still at least had thankfully half the field got taken out and then had enough of a gap that could we could maintain there and try to put a good battle with the 10. So take a look at the results. Hopefully there should be somewhat positive minus the safety rating side. Yes, okay, so you see 52-41 top strength field, top split. So yeah, this was definitely second split like I expected. That's an even stronger field than I expected. So it's gonna take a lot. I don't know if I'll be able to get to it by week 2, but maybe week 3 or week 4 if I catch enough good runs in the oval side. Just a tiny bit of safety rating loss with that 4x 0.03. So get some ARCA and maybe like a fix or something on bigger stuff. A few more laps, 4 corners to count for incidents. Keep it clean. We should be able to get back up. And hopefully maybe before the end of the week be above 3.0 if we can keep it clean. But decent iRating gain, 51. So just under 3,100. I think mid 31s or like low 32s is probably the highest I've been. So I guess we're getting close. We had 14 laps. Pretty similar lap time to the one, just under 10th off for average lap. I really do think we were faster than the 10. It's so tough to pass in these, and we were catching lap traffic at the worst spots that I just couldn't quite get by them. So I didn't really want to try to shove it, do anything stupid, but I guess we'll take that and keep building on it. A little bit more to work on setup wise. Let's take a look. 17.57 was my fastest. So we're about a 10th off. 761 was the average lap for 5 who won it. He led all 40. So we were about a quarter of a second off on average lap and about 10th on fast lap. So what that's telling me is that they're not falling off quite as hard. So I'm sure a lot of that is driving those guys are just that skilled, but there's definitely some setup differences. So still trying to get back on everything. I know, on one side it's better to run the fixed side, eliminate the setup part, but for me, I like learning about these. I like working on the shock packages, ride heights, learning all the balance, even if the exact settings don't transfer to like, see open for Road to Pro. I like the theory of it and, knowing how to make those adjustments and, kind of tailor my driving style a little bit to a setup, but also set up to my driving style. So, and I think the racing tends to be a little bit cleaner. I mean, you see a lot of contact here. That's kind of how SKs go. But I think like on the late model side, truck side, all that stuff, I think the racing tends to be a little bit cleaner. So it's a nice break from the fixed side where people can get a lot aggressive and push pretty hard pretty early since there's not much of a speed difference between everybody. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Love to hear your feedback. See if you think the situation between the one and me was any different. If it was something I did wrong or maybe I made him angry and he just kind of drove it in and didn't really care. Because I'd made him angry before, cut down on him. I just love to hear you guys' take. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. A little bit more competitive than the late model side. And until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.